Last time at the Murder Museum, our resident detective Marcus discovered the dead body of the principal during a 10-year high school reunion. After questioning the limping track coach, the Australian wedding planner, and the homecoming king turned actor, we learned that the principal had played a DVD of the students' most embarrassing moments, and that only 5 former students were without alibis. Marcus then headed off to the locker room, where he discovered a threatening note, an unnamed person on the phone, and a creepy message written on the mirror. On the mirror, in traced out letters, as if someone had taken and drawn it with their finger, are the words, "I'll be watching," followed by a string of numbers. You ready?
The plot thickens. Yeah.
792013.
Does it look like they're paired, or is it one string?
It does. It looks like the 2 and the 0 are paired, and the 1 and the 3 are paired.
I'll be watching?
I'll be watching.
How nice. Just a love note. You
know.
Expect to see those in most.
XOXO.
What is it written in?
Oh, so it's like the mirror is fogged up, and someone took their finger and wrote the message.
I don't know the mechanics of mirror fogging, but is it pretty likely that this was written recently by the footsteps?
It could have been, but it does look like it's been there for a hot second. Like there's perspiration dripping down from the letters and the numbers.
Mm-hmm.
So,
and it's starting to fog back up a little bit too.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Okay, so this is something that could be there a while. Oh man, I'm gonna have to go and talk to Emil. I'm gonna need to talk to Emil because he didn't say any. It's the woman's side though. We'll see. We'll see. I do want to look just at the ground, at the shower ground, and see if it looks like anything's been rinsed or washed. Any sign that a person showered, washed something off, or is it just to write the message?
It looks like the shower was on for a significant amount of time. I don't know how you would tell if something was rinsed off.
That's fair. Just not any dye, not any.
You don't see any traces of anything. But the shower looks like to produce this amount of steam, shower would have had to been on for quite a bit of time.
Okay. I need to check the men's room.
Okay.
Is there anything else in the women's room I notice?
Not that you notice. As you go into the men's side, you do notice it's not as humid in here.
Mm-hmm.
Still a little humid, but not humid enough to get the mirrors fogged.
Okay.
This is definitely not as humid.
So no recent shower or anything like that? If it's humid, it's from the other side?
Yeah, so it's, yeah, that's what it looks like.
Okay, nothing else of note in this room?
Nope.
Intriguing. Well, I'm going to walk out of... Oh, I see where the office is. I should have looked at this map. Silly me. Okay, I'm going to leave and just hope I bump into one of the truant students. I'm going to walk around the corner past the library.
That's funny. As you walk past the library, you notice that the door is open, and you're pretty sure that you shut it.
Okay, I walk in the library.
Okay, cool.
The
lights are all on.
The what?
The lights are all on. The upper level was dark before it. It's light now.
Ooh, someone's been up there. Shoot, I don't want this person to sneak past me, so I think I'll start by going up.
Okay.
Because that way I'll be able to see the door from the top.
Smart.
Correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so just in case this person is at the body, I want to search the upstairs first.
Okay. Search the upstairs. Nothing of note. Just looks like more books, more library. You don't see anyone attempt to leave during this time.
Okay. I go back down to where the body is.
Okay. As you wind your way through, you see a woman standing over the body, or crouching over the body. It looks like she is investigating the crime scene. She has
I
gloves on and
say,
everything.
I shout at her, Aaron.
She whips around, surprised that
Lilith.
you know her name.
Oh, shoot. I got it right.
Yes. Who are you?
I'm Mr. Professor Inspector Security Guard, and I'm here to solve a murder.
Right. She flashes you like a thin smile, like, okay.
I say, Aaron, I see that you've discovered that the principal has been murdered.
Yes, I have. She peels off the gloves and...
Rubber gloves?
Yep.
Aaron, why do you have gloves? It looks like you were ready to inspect this body.
You never know when you need gloves.
Okay, well, Aaron, I need to ask you a few questions.
Did you touch the body with your bare hands?
That's not important. Aaron. Aaron, I want to know just a little bit about you. I'm asking some routine questions here. What is your occupation?
Oh, I work out east.
And what do you do?
Contract work.
What kind of contract work?
She is silent.
Okay, I'm writing down prostitute. I say that out loud.
She rolls her eyes and gives you a look. Like, really?
Bad jokes. Aaron. Okay. Aaron, so what I need from you is what was your connection to the deceased?
She was principal. Connection. I was waiting outside the auditorium for her. She said she wanted to talk to me, but now I see why she couldn't.
Say that again. She wanted to talk to you where?
Outside the auditorium. She told me to meet there.
Was it around 8 o'clock? No, 8:55?
Yeah, thereabouts.
She specifically said around 8:55?
Around 8:45-ish.
8:45.
Told me to go wait out there, and so I did.
She didn't say anything about that meeting being postponed?
No. Something.
And do you have any inkling of why she might have wanted to meet with you? I'm your friend.
No.
I find that hard to believe. It took you quite a bit of time to say that.
She is very cagey about this.
Okay. Aaron, I hear that there were some embarrassing videos, pretty par for the course, shown in the gymnasium. Were you present at that time?
Yeah. I was there.
Were you in the video?
I mean, a couple of my past escapades were featured. Yeah.
In what capacity?
Some of the pranks we pulled.
And who's we?
She looks annoyed that you caught that we. Me and Emil. Back in the day.
You and Emil. Now, pranks on other people is what you're saying.
Well, like senior pranks, that sort of thing.
But did they embarrass individuals?
Not usually. Maybe an odd teacher or two.
Okay.
That was years ago now. What's it have to do?
Did the principal seem to enjoy this? Did Principal Coolidge encourage that?
Our pranking? No.
But she seemed to get a kick out of recording and
she got a kick out of people looking embarrassed. Yes.
See, and what was your opinion of her? I say as we stand over the dead body.
I'm not one to mince words. I didn't like her. No.
Why not?
She's always feels like she's up to something.
Understandable.
She was the one who invited me here in the first place.
You were not invited by Kyle and Lilith.
No, nor did I expect to be.
Did you go to school here?
Yeah, I graduated 2007, same as everyone else.
Why did you not expect to be invited?
I have not kept in contact with anyone from high school.
Was there any bad blood during your time in high school?
Bad blood, good blood, what does it matter? It's all in the past.
It's all blood.
It's all
That's
blood
right.
at the end of the day.
It's all blood. You keep on saying it's all in the past, as if there's something to be kept in the past. Is there something you're not telling me about your time in high school?
Plenty of things. That's 4 years of my life. You want the whole story? That's a long night.
I've got time. No, okay. Where have you been tonight specifically, Aaron? You waited outside the auditorium. Is that where you were from 9 o'clock until now?
Yeah. Kyle saw me when he was grabbing the speakers. He said the principal had murdered, so I went and checked it out for myself.
Just now. Okay, so you were still waiting there.
Yeah.
You were waiting there for an hour.
Figured it was important if she had to track me down and drag me all the way out here to talk to me.
And you knew that this meeting was your reason for attending this?
I assumed it was. She met with me as soon as I got here. Said she wanted to meet with me and then said 8:45-ish, be outside the auditorium. So I was there the whole time. I saw Kyle at one point. I saw Sydney. I saw Lilith. But I didn't speak to anyone. They were all
Now,
doing
why
different
did you
things.
see Sydney? Where was she off
Why?
to?
Because she was walking? I don't know. She looked distraught.
Wait, I mean, the auditorium is on the opposite side of the school from really everything else.
Yeah.
So did you see her walk into the band room or towards you in the
It
auditorium?
looked more like she was pacing. She left the bathroom and went into the bathroom, left the bathroom. It did not look like she had a purpose, but looked like she was not having a good time.
Okay, and Kyle you saw enter the band room twice? Once ran out, and then the second time when he told you there was a murder.
Yeah. I saw him go in. I didn't necessarily. The hallway's longer than it looks on the map, and so I didn't really catch him come out. But as he came the second time, coming down.
So you did at least see him enter the band room prior to hearing about the murder?
Yep.
Okay, that corroborates somewhat where he was. And you say you saw Lilith as well?
Yeah.
What was she doing?
Looks like she went into the bathroom as well. Went to the bathroom, tried a couple of handles on the classroom, ducked into the band room for a hot second. She was kind of all over the place.
That sounds kind of suspicious. Cool. Maybe looking for someone or something. Aaron, if someone would have killed the principal, who would have done it?
Who would have done it? I have not seen these people in 10 years. I've not spoken to these people in 10 years. I don't know.
So it shouldn't be hard to throw one under the bus.
I am not the same person I was in high school 10 years ago. I would only assume that the rest are the same.
Well, Aaron, don't leave town. I actually kind of want to give her a once over. I just want to see like these gloves that she has. Can I ascertain what kind of work she's into by the way she dresses?
Sharp suit, pantsuit. The gloves are well fitting. It looks like she knows her gloves, if that makes sense. Yes.
See, knows her gloves can either mean plumber or criminal, or a number of other things.
This is like what's it?
Forensics.
Yeah, forensic style gloves. So Pyrex.
Okay.
She could also be a custodian. I don't know.
Yeah. True.
I also know my gloves. Just kidding.
All right. Well, I tell her don't leave town,
Okay.
and I keep walking down this hallway. Or no, I was in the library.
You're in the library.
I guess I just say don't do anything to the body. Whatever.
She kneels down and waits for you to leave.
And I'm sorry. What are you doing?
Inspecting the body, trying to figure out what happened.
Will you let me know if you find anything?
She kind of sighs and says, "Of course."
Yeah, I believe that. Yeah. You're not looking for anything on her, are you?
Means of death, clues, nothing specific, if that's what you're asking.
Okay. See you later. I leave. I leave the library.
Okay.
Do I stumble into number 5?
Nope.
Darn it. Okay. On the corridor in between the gym and the lunchroom, I want to take a quick look in the lunchroom. Is lunchroom open?
It is. So, in fact, as you go down the lunchroom, you see a sea of circular tables lit by the eerie glow of vending machines. Flags from all different countries line the wall, perhaps meant to inspire some sort of global unity. And then a long row of glass doors lead to the parking lot at the front. As you walk in and walk between the rows of tables, someone whispers, "Hey, is she gone?"
I jump. I say, "Who are you?"
You lean down under the table and you see a woman crouching underneath one of the tables.
Does it look like her name is Lilith?
She does look vaguely like her high school senior photo 10 years ago. Yes.
Ooh.
Curling hair, kind of a very prom dress outfit with tons of color. So much color. Some of it clashes, some of it doesn't. It's wild, but it looks like she fits the vibe.
Man, okay. Well, I reach out a hand to her and pull her up, and I say,
Wait, no, she resists her hand. Is she gone?
Is who gone?
The principal.
She is.
Oh, thank goodness. She rolls out of the table, despite being in a dress. She's like, "Oh my gosh. Oh, I've been lying under there for like an hour now." She stretches her leg. That feels amazing. Wait. She shows she's back in the gym, right?
We need to talk, Lilith. There's been a murder.
What?
I briefly recount to her that the principal has been found dead.
Oh. Okay, she again looks shocked, horrified, and annoyed. She looks annoyed because she looks very, very peeved.
Lilith, why do you look so annoyed?
Are you kidding me? After all the planning this took, someone ups and gets murdered here?
I do have to say this is quite the gala that you've arranged here.
Thank you.
What's your job? What do you do as a career?
She flips her hair. I'm an artist.
What kind of artist?
Painter. Surely you've seen some of my paintings. I did the mural down one of the hallways.
That is actually very cool. So you stayed in town then, after you graduated high school?
Of course not. I left as soon as I could. I've been living and studying in Paris for the past 10 years. Kyle was the one who reached out to me and invited me to help organize this whole thing. I thought it would be a great opportunity.
To give back?
Yeah. Give back.
The
way she said give back...
Detective aside.
Yeah, go ahead.
Vengeance plot? And aside.
Yeah, the way she said give back definitely sounded like she was going to say get back before.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, so I already know that you at the beginning of the night were setting up. Can you outline to me just kind of your flight path? Where were you and when?
Yeah. I arrived early with Kyle to help set up. We set up everything in the gym, set up the DJ station, set up all the decorations. It is amazing. I don't know if you've noticed, we spent so long on these. I've got the catering in. Let's see. Are you asking for just the general outline, anything, or just the
Are you
general?
asking out of character?
In character. You
In
just want,
character. Well, I tell her, when did you come and abscond to this particular table with, and I look underneath with gum underneath it.
About 8:30 or so. The principal was on the warpath.
Warpath.
Yeah.
Is this when the video was being shown?
No, this was after that.
And by the way, how did you feel about the video?
I think the principal is trying to boost her own superiority, her own ego, by mocking the efforts and works of others.
Were you featured in this video?
She nods and shakes her head. Yes. Do you know how much she teased me? How much she mocked the art program here? Rolled her eyes at my paintings?
And, I mean, was there something specific that you did that she mocked you for?
A meltdown at when I was painting the mural. She thought it was hilarious when I was struggling to capture my artistic vision. She said that the school's mascot looked more like a frog than anything else.
And what is your mascot supposed to be?
Oh, they are the Everton Buccaneers. So it is a pirate with a ship.
Uh-huh. With a ship, you say. Where have I seen a ship before? Somewhere. Ah, yes. Yes, I do know. Okay. Lilith, who would have killed the principal?
That's a tough question. Who would have killed the principal? I mean, how was she killed?
She was clubbed in the back of the head.
So an act of passion.
Uh-huh.
That rules out some people. Well, I don't know. But I don't know many people here, but the one person who arouses my suspicion is Erin. I saw Erin outside the auditorium. She saw me, but didn't say anything. That is completely unlike her old self. If she had seen me she kind of stumbles, backtracks. If she had seen me years ago, she would have been begging to join me. She and Emil were thick as thieves, always pulling pranks, flooding the bathrooms, toilet papering the hallways. But now, I mean, I don't even know how she got the invitation. I couldn't find her address anywhere, and neither could Kyle. I don't know what she's been up to. There have been some wild rumors spreading. She gives you a knowing glance, wild.
She looks at me, and she looks at me in the way that you can audibly hear. Wild. Interesting. And what were you doing? I've heard from sources that you went to the bathroom. Were you alone when you walked around that corner?
Yes.
That was unconvincing. I also heard you just a second ago stumble over your words when you said, saw me with. Were you dating someone or with someone?
Oh, no.
Was it Kyle?
It was not Kyle.
You just said no, so you lied. That means you're the murderer. I'm just joking. I don't say that.
As you're talking with her, you feel a small vibration in your pocket. Bring, bring, bring.
Could it be? Is it my pocket watch?
It's your pocket watch.
Oh my gosh, I opened my pocket watch.
As you open the pocket watch, you see that it's not actually a watch at all. It's a little screen, and the image flickers, and all of a sudden, there's a man dressed in his finest late 1800s attire, a suit, a fancy little necktie thing, a large mustache and a bowler hat, and he shakes himself. Hello. Yes, I am Pocket Watson.
Pocket Watson?
Yes. I sent here. To help you. Yes. I couldn't help overhearing your interrogation. I thought you might want to look at her hands. Yes. Like, pulls his suit lapels, pops his jacket a little bit. Just goofing around.
Okay.
Kind of a blustery fellow.
Thank you, Pocket Watson. Bless you.
Yes.
Is Lilith reacting to any of this, or is this like time stop?
Oh, it doesn't look like Lilith even notices this.
Interesting. A glitch in the Matrix. Okay. I'm gonna shut the pocket watch. Say, I'll talk to you again soon. Bye.
Bye.
Love you.
No, you hang up.
No, you hang up. I look at her hands.
Okay. You see her hands as she
pink
fixes her
glitter.
hair. Pink glitter.
Yeah. Interesting. Lilith, have you been painting?
She hides her hand behind her back. Earlier, yeah. She has a very mischievous grin that she's trying to hide.
Was this a prank?
What? Prank.
Is this why you were hiding under a table?
Perhaps.
Lilith, secrets are not your friend during a murder investigation.
Okay, yes, it was a prank, but it was a harmless prank. And all I'm saying, if Erin had seen me with 2 cans of paint back 10 years ago, she would have been begging to join me. And she didn't say a thing.
See. Well, Lilith, is there anything else you want to get off your chest before I go see this masterpiece of yours?
I'm good.
Okay. Well, I tell her don't leave town, and I push her back under the table and leave her there. You seem comfortable down there. Bye.
Okay.
I'm going to leave the lunchroom. Oh, my goodness. Oof. Okay, well, I want to go around the corner to this woman's bathroom that's seeable from the auditorium.
Okay. Yes.
And to review, Erin said that she saw both Sydney and Lilith go in here. Sydney first, and then Lilith?
Yeah, later.
Okay, I go into the bathroom.
Okay. You go into the bathroom, and you see it's a normal bathroom. It's a couple stalls, sinks, the usual.
But on the wall...
as you dig around, you look in the trash can and you find 2 cans of pink paint. Pink sparkly paint.
Oh, but nothing is painted in here. Can I look in the stalls?
You can look in the stalls, nothing in here. It looks like they were disposed of in here, not necessarily that something is painted in here.
Is the mural in the hallway by the library?
Yeah. Yep.
I'd like to go back out there and look at the mural.
You look at the mural. It's all right for a high school artist. You could definitely see what the principal was talking about when she called the Buccaneer a frog. But that was probably a little harsh, especially when the artist is right there.
There aren't any ships or anything on the mural, are there?
There is, but it just looks like it's an outline. It doesn't look like there's anything specific written on it.
There isn't a year?
There's not a year.
Okay. Whew. Okay. Well, I need to check the band room real quick.
All right. What are you checking in the band room?
I just want to double check. Is this the place where he would have found speakers?
Yes. So there is definitely a back storage room that looks like there's a lot of AV equipment. Mm-hmm. But yeah.
And do I hear the thumping of music?
You can hear it. It's not as strong as it was in the corridor.
No, I mean from the auditorium.
Oh,
sorry, from the gymnasium.
Yeah, it's not as loud as it was in the corridor, but you can still vaguely hear it. There's definitely a party or something going on.
Okay,
here.
I was just making sure he fixed the speakers.
Yeah.
Did you say I could hear the music before he said he fixed the speakers?
You could hear it. It was not as loud. He said that some of
They
the
blew
speakers
out.
blew out. Not all of them. So there's still some music going on. But it sounds like he has fixed the speakers at this point. Yes.
Okay. So that tracks. Whew. Auditorium. I want to go to the spot where she was waiting, where Aaron was waiting.
All right. So you go to the auditorium. You try the doors. The doors are locked. It does not look like you can get inside. There are, on the outside, there's posters of upcoming musicals, but nothing suspicious.
Okay. Nothing in this auditorium.
No, it doesn't look like it.
Poking at.
Doesn't look like it.
Okay.
As, circling back, you left the lunchroom so fast, but as you're going back down the hallway, you're passing it again. Your mind's kind of on the pink sparkly paint. You notice a trail of pink sparkly paint in the lunchroom.
I follow it.
Okay, so you follow it. You follow past the table where Lilith was. You see a table full of name tags, blank name tabs like "Hello, my name is." Tons of papers all scrumpled around.
Does it lead out into the parking lot?
It leads out through the doors.
I follow it.
You follow the pink trail out to the parking lot, and you follow it through the parking lot, and you find a car covered in pink, sparkly, dripping paint.
Any messages written on this car?
No messages. Yeah, no messages. Just completely covered.
Is it openable?
You try the handle.
Unlocked?
You get your hands covered in pink paint. No, it's locked.
Car.
You
9 o'clock.
You found the car.
I found a car. Okay. Well, I will take a picture of it. I assume I have a picture taking method.
Yeah, it's an old phone, but like there's a functioning camera. It's not a great photo, especially at night, but you know.
Yeah. Man, so many plots in one high school reunion. Let's go back inside. Pass by Lilith, give her a thumbs up, but keep walking.
She notices the pink paint and like Snickers underneath the table.
Who could have done that? It must have been an artist.
Bring.
Pocket Watson, not now. I'm busy. I open.
Just a reminder. There is still one room you have not visited.
Okay. I was gonna. Well, Pocket Watson, I was gonna ask some specific questions to folks.
Sorry. Go ahead.
No, you're right. I gotta look. So is it the gymnasium?
It is not.
Where have I not been? The wardrobe?
The wardrobe. No, that's not important. And go ahead and ask your specific questions.
No. This is a place I was gonna go. There's a place I was going to go. I was gonna ask you if the principal had a room, and I see on the map that she does.
The principal does have an office. Yes.
Thank you, Pocket Watson. But I was getting to it, and I slam it, and I skip on over there.
Cool.
I want to see if there's a DVD. I want to see if there's anything else.
Okay, so as you open the door to the principal's office, you swing it open, and light from the hallway opens, and you see a person standing there, hunched over the desk, and they like startle.
Yeah,
they're spooked. You have spooked them sincerely. They yell. They're like, "Oh, wah!
Who are you?
Don't shoot! Oh my gosh, what?" It's Emil.
It's Emil. Emil, what are you doing in Principal Coolidge's office?
Hey, look, this isn't what I look like. I swear, I'm trying to get back the DVD.
Tell me more.
It's for Sydney. Look, I know how cop shows work. I've been an extra in a couple of them. You bag up all the evidence and then you take it all away, and I don't want that DVD leaking out.
Is this the DVD that was shown?
This is, yes. Look,
And did you make this DVD?
no, the principal made it. And
But you just don't want the embarrassing things of you
of
shown to people.
Sydney.
Of Sydney.
Yeah. She's had a hard enough time as it is. We used to be a thing back in the day, so maybe I felt like I'd help her out one last time. Look, I promise I'll leave. I won't touch anything, I won't take anything. You promise to destroy the DVD.
If I find it, yes.
Thank you. He leaves. Unless you stop.
1 second.
Okay.
Emil, what did the DVD show Sydney doing?
It showed her final track meet.
Did she trip?
She not only tripped, she took out a ton of people. And that trip not only was unfortunate,
She
cost her the
got an
race.
injury.
She majorly injured herself. She tore tendons with that, and she has not been able to race since. She was going to go to college on a track scholarship, and that did not happen.
Mm-hmm. I see.
Yeah.
Well, that is rough. Emil, another quick question. I keep on hearing that you and Aaron were thick as thieves in high school, yeah?
Yeah, back in the day. We go way back. We grew up together. We were practically siblings, but after high school, she cut me off.
Mm-hmm. I hear you did all sorts of pranks. You left messages. You flooded rooms. Did you ever write messages on mirrors?
No, that's a kind of
Ever
lame.
get them all foggy and write creepy messages?
That sounds like a lame prank. You want something instantly noticeable. Flash smoke bombs in the teacher's lounge. Something that big, showy. You want people. If you've done a prank, you want attention. You don't want to leave just random messages. You got to make it big.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, Emil, we'll talk again soon.
Okay. He nods and scurries out of the room.
Okay, gotta get the beat of this place.
Okay. So the principal's office. There's a large desk with a computer screen dozing. Above the desktop is a painting of a ship.
With a number?
Not a number, but a name scrawled on it. You ready?
Yeah.
Melinoe. Melinoe.
Okay, could you Google that for me real quick?
I can.
I'm joking. Wait. I'm
Just kidding.
Unless you want to,
No.
you can do. Melinoe. Is this? Do I need any exterior information for this mystery?
It looks like so Melinoe is 6 or 7 letters. The password is a 7-digit code.
A 7-digit code.
Mm-hmm. 7 letters, 7 digits.
7 letters or 7 digits. Because I asked you before if it was a password or a numbers, and it sounded like it was numbers.
Yes. So if you...
Oh, you're talking about like the ABC is one.
Yeah, so yeah, that...
Okay,
yeah,
so this is going to map to a number is what you're telling me right now.
Is what it is. I'm trying to show it up.
Okay.
It doesn't work. But yes.
Okay, so this is very probably the password to her phone, which is good to know.
So there's also a trash bin, a desk littered with different envelopes, kind of half opened. There's a wall of plaques. Yeah. Okay.
I want to look at the plaques first.
Okay.
Always read the plaque.
It's a wall of plaques with all the old homecoming king and queens on them. And one is missing.
Is it 2007?
Yes.
Thanks. The year where Emil would have been on it.
Mm-hmm.
Did he just steal it, Emil? Who was his queen?
Ooh, that's a great question.
Was it Sydney? I've got to go ask him. Okay.
Or find the plaque.
Or find that plaque. Okay, I look at the envelopes on the desk next. Are these letters to her, from her?
Ooh. These look like letters to her. They look a lot like bank notices. In fact, you pull up one. It is a bankruptcy announcement. She is not doing well financially.
Can principals go bankrupt?
It looks like she has made a series of poor financial decisions, living beyond her means.
She was in a not great spot. Okay. Interesting. Maybe I'll learn more from her phone about this. Anything else to ascertain from the desk before I go to the trash can?
I think you're good.
Okay. Well, anything in that trash can?
You do find a scrap of paper with the remnants of the words "hate you" crumpled up and thrown in. It looks like the same handwriting as the other one.
Well, there are two things I need to do. And then I'm sure a number of other things I need to do. But I need to talk to Sydney, but before that, I want to look for the grab the phone, the cell phone.
Okay, cool.
Maybe I already have it.
Yeah. Did you take it?
I would keep it.
Okay.
I would carry it around.
Did you take anything else from the body?
Oh man. I didn't know that there would be like stuff changing in this environment. I thought it was like a frozen time. I would have taken the yearbook and the phone. I would not have taken the trophy because I went back to look at it and it was covered in blood.
Okay, cool. Sounds good. So you have the yearbook and the phone.
I'm going to type in Mellanoy into the phone.
Okay. Cool. So you type in, you sit down at the desk, you lean against the desk, type in Mellanoy, and you unlock her phone.
I'm going to go first I want a general read here. Any certain apps on her phone that...
Yes, she has hardly any games. It looks like a bare minimum for a phone, except she does have a spreadsheet app that a couple like spreadsheet apps that she looks like are right on the homepage that she uses a lot. You swipe through everything else. It's mostly everything else that is standard with that comes with the phone. No extra apps besides those.
Spreadsheets. Mm-hmm. These financial or these informational?
You open them. They require a password, 7-letter password.
Mellanoy?
It's Mellanoy again. She just in case, double security.
It's not really double security if they're the same security password.
Yeah.
Continue.
So you find their financial sheets. So it looks like you have a sheet with names, a sheet with amounts, and a sheet with dates. The dates go back years and years and years. The most recent date is pretty recent, but it's a name you recognize, Emil.
Emil, we were just talking about you. How much?
It's about $250.
Are these payments to or from?
It looks like payments from to the principal. But
you said multiple spreadsheets. Is there any other things going on besides payments from individuals?
It looks like this is a way for her to track payments, and that is almost exclusively what she uses her phone for.
Do I see any of the other individuals, Lilith, Aaron, Kyle, Sydney, anywhere on this list?
You do see Kyle a couple years ago, but it looks like it's kind of petered off. He hasn't been there recently. His name's not on there recently.
Okay. Emil is most recent. Ooh, another reason for him to have been in the office, looking for things that might incriminate him. No sign of this DVD.
Nope. But as you are shuffling around, you do knock the desktop computer mouse, and it lights up, and it's locked, but it also has a picture of a ship.
Doodle-doo?
Mellanoy. Okay, you get in, and it's open to her email. And it's open actually to an email. From the wording of the email, you get that it's a request to meet with Aaron Lee, but it's addressed to someone who is obviously her superior. You look at the email, it is a government email.
We talking FBI? We
It
talking...
very much looks like if you had to guess, a CIA contact. And it's an email
Okay.
from the principal to Aaron Lee's boss requesting a meeting with Aaron.
Is it written in a formal way or in a way of like, I used to have this student?
It's kind of a mix of both, but more like a business proposal. Like, I have a business proposal. I would like to meet with so and so.
A business proposal.
Yes.
CIA.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, I need to learn some more from Aaron now. Ooh, what information was she selling that the CIA would care? Okay, well we've pretty sure at this point that the principal is blackmail. That her glee in embarrassing students has surpassed the tame or the uncomfortable and into the criminal. I still want to talk to Sydney next,
Okay.
though.
Cool. You go find Sydney. She is in the gymnasium by the drink table, just like doing shots of fruit punch. She's not looking great.
Pounding fruit punch. I'm gonna beckon her out of the room.
Okay.
Sydney,
Mm-hmm.
I have a few more questions for you.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Did the principal ever threaten you, or did she keep in contact after school ended?
Well, yeah, I work here, so I saw her.
Oh yeah, that's right. You work here. But Sydney, I have reason to believe that Principal Coolidge was blackmailing certain individuals. With you are not required to tell me why she might have been doing this, but
That
were you ever on the receiving end of this?
doesn't surprise me. I had my suspicions. I was never on the receiving end, but I think I know why.
I pull out the note. Say, do you recognize this?
She puts her head in her hands and like starts fidgeting and trying to pull herself back together. Yeah. I'm assuming that someone told you about the DVD that was shown.
Yes.
It's a pretty harsh watch. That's, to tell you the truth, that's why I went out for some fresh air after that. Even though it's been 10 years, it still stings having to watch your greatest failure over and over again.
Did you write this note after that DVD?
Before. The principal was my track coach at the time. She pushed me too hard, too fast, and it screwed me up. I think she felt some remorse afterwards. She offered me the job, and at first I was going to refuse. I was still angry and upset. She cost me my scholarship. My career path completely shifted. But I still took the job because I didn't want what happened to me to happen to any other kid. She was ruthless as a track coach. But you think, what are you suggesting that I killed her after like 10 years? If I wanted to do that, I would have done it years ago. I wrote the note because it's better than taking out my anger on her. She's my boss. She's liable to do something nasty. I wasn't planning on sending it. I dropped it.
Can you explain why another note, and I pull up the note that says hate you scrawled. I found this in the principal's office, so clearly a note of yours did make it to her.
I dropped one in the locker room a while back and somehow ended up in her hands. At that point, she went on the warpath trying to figure out who wrote it, and I couldn't tell her who it was at that point. If she found out, I'd be fired without a second chance. But, I mean, I was the one who found the body. You don't think I'd find the body if I was the killer, right?
Oh, I'm just collecting information. I've made no such accusations. But I do need to know, did you go to your office this evening?
No.
Are you sure?
I I mean, I was there during the school day, but after the party started, no.
Let's see. Anything else I need to ask Sydney? Pocket Watson's about to ring?
Do you want one?
No. No. It just looks like you're about to say something. Are you about to say something?
No, I'm good.
Okay. Well, I might need to come back to Sydney, but I want to kind of. All right. I need to review some information here, just as far as alibis go. On the other side of the school, for a while, we have confirmation that Aaron was standing in front of the auditorium.
Mm-hmm.
We also have reason to believe that Kyle did go into the band room to look for speakers.
Mm-hmm.
When he heard the scream, I assume the scream of Sydney. It doesn't sound like we know that the principal screamed.
Yeah.
Knowing the timeline. A track trophy from Sydney's office was used as the murder weapon. A 2007 trophy. Why would they have a trophy for 2007? Oh, while Sydney's here, I want to ask real quick.
Okay.
Who was prom queen 2007?
Oh, 2007. That would have been Lilith.
Lilith?
Mm-hmm.
Did you have any romantic entanglements at the time? High school?
Yes. With Emil.
Kyle. Emil.
He
That's right.
was the star of the football team. I was the star of the track team. It just kind of happened. But now he thinks he's the biggest thing that's ever happened. I've seen his films and stuff. He's busboy number 2, man waiting on train. It's not as impressive.
Hey, that one was transcendental. That one changed my life. When he was bartender number 4, I thought that it couldn't get any better from the first 3.
She shakes her head, to each their own, I suppose. But he made no effort to reach out to me after the accident. It sounded like he was dealing with his own problems at the time.
Okay. Okay, I say thank you and I leave. All right. So right now, top suspicion goes to Emil, because Emil went to the locker room. Emil, I know he said he noticed the door open, but he could have also just said that if he left the door open. He also was the most recent person to pay the fine. It feels like someone might sort of be trying to frame Sydney in that she has a very strong motive, and it was her trophy that was used to bash the principal's head. But there's still a whole lot I don't know. I don't know what the secret is at 7 o'clock. I still don't know why Aaron, possible member of CIA, had information that or was scheduled to meet with the principal. I don't know why the yearbook. Oh, here's a question. So the yearbook, I opened it up. It says which one sent it.
Mm-hmm.
Is there any reason that these 5 names are underlined?
Yeah. So it's the 5 suspects who are their names are underlined. It looks like she was trying to pin something that got sent to her, something that she found on one of these people. She had suspicions that one of them sent something upsetting to her on purpose. Perhaps
it could be the hate note.
Could definitely be the hate note.
But these other individuals do not go to this school. I mean, don't work at this school.
They do not. But
it looks like you're about to say "but." Thank you.
But you know that Kyle and Lilith have been here, and you know they've been around
leading up
to
this
setting
event.
up decorations and such.
And we already know that Aaron talked to the principal prior to this event. Oh man, so many leads. Oh, okay. I also still need to figure out Who wrote the note? All right. I want to talk to Aaron, then I want to talk to Emil. Can I find Aaron?
Okay, Erin is still at the body. Looks like she. You come in and she is on the phone with someone. She immediately hangs up as you walk in.
Agent Aaron Lee. I don't know if that's their title.
She stiffens slightly, but doesn't say anything.
Aaron, do you work for the CIA?
She thins her lips. I'm not able to answer that question.
I understand. I write down in my book, prostitute. No, don't. No, I'm just joking. That's bad. I say, I have a little more context now for why Principal Coolidge might have wanted to meet with you, and it's something to do with her interest or obsession with collecting embarrassing information, erring on the side of blackmail. Do you have any inkling what kind of information? Perhaps she was going to offer you information. Does that make sense?
Was the impression I was given by my boss, and that's why I was sent here. She gave the impression that she had information that she thought was worth selling, and thought specifically was worth selling to me. She thought something was important. I looked at her financials before I came out here. It seems that she's in a very bad position financially. I suspect that she has not had a big blackmail score since 10 years ago.
And does your organization peddle such secrets? Do you care about the...
We're always interested in secrets, and she insisted that this one would be one I wanted to hear.
Something criminal?
I assume so.
More criminal than blackmail?
I assume it was blackmail about a criminal activity that she witnessed.
And you got, and you it's been weeks? It's been weeks since you were sent here? Or was this really recent that you were encouraged to come here?
She reached out a week or two ago, and then I came out a day before.
Okay. Aaron, did you ever find yourself on the east wing near the locker rooms this evening?
No. I left the gym. I went straight to the auditorium, waited there. After the DVD was played, I waited around for a bit and then left. I didn't go anywhere near the other side until later.
Until now. What did you do later besides come to the library?
I took a call in the locker room.
Oh, hey, I was asking you about the locker room now, wasn't I?
Yes, you were. No, you can't prove anything. It's not like this is being recorded or anything.
No. Aaron, did you see the message in the women's locker room?
To be honest, I was not paying attention to the message. Message where?
Okay. I suppose I'll take your word for it because you've been so forthright with information up to this point. I have no reason for doubting you. I give her a knowing look that's like... Wait, what was the sound that the look made before?
Wild.
Wild. No, that doesn't make sense. Okay. Boy, let's talk to Emil.
Okay. You find Emil. Emil is now vibing in the gym. He seems content.
Vibing? Mm-hmm. He seems content. Like he should be stressed about the DVD.
I mean, content to be in the party, not... Yeah, yes. The first thing he does ask you is, did you find the DVD?
I shake my head no, but I beckon him for another question session.
Someone has to have it.
You're not wrong.
Ask Kyle or Lilith. They're the organizers here.
Maybe I will.
Come on, you're the security guard.
Uh-huh. I'm not a murder investigator, but here I am. Emil, you went into the locker room to get in the mindset of a football player.
Oh, yeah.
Where in the locker room did you go?
Wandered through the hallway, wandered through the the men's locker room where me and my boys used to hang out, opened some lockers, sat on the bench, really absorbed the smell, the humidity, just took it all in.
And it was already humid when you entered there?
Yes.
Could you hear the shower running? Was it on?
Could you hear the shower running? No, but to be honest, I wasn't paying that much attention.
You said you sat down, closed your eyes, and breathed in the environment, and you weren't paying that close attention.
I didn't hear it in the men's room.
Did you enter the women's room?
That's the girls' locker room, man. We are not allowed in there. Now, occasionally, it's okay if you're gonna pull a sick prank. That is one of the places we flooded back in the day. Aaron and I. Oh, that was a wild night. Oh, right. You gotta plan your prank, right? Right. You gotta get a big event to plan it around. So that was our homecoming one. But that was good.
You and Aaron, you said?
Yeah.
But you went to prom with you went to homecoming with Lilith.
Yeah. Well, yeah, we were homecoming king and queen. It just kind of, spun up from there, but it was on and off.
Mm-hmm. Did something significant happen on that night?
On which night? Prom?
The night of homecoming.
Homecoming? No.
How about prom?
I danced the night away. It was lovely.
Did your time here at this school have anything to do with the fact that you paid $250 to Principal Coolidge recently?
He looks very uncomfortable at that suggestion, and he says, all right. We all do dumb things occasionally, and sometimes consequences are more painful than we realize in the moment. He kind of shifts nervously. The principal, yes, she was blackmailing me, but tonight was the last payment, and then I was off. I was free. She was letting me go. So why would I kill her on the last payment?
I like the face you make when it's, what you gonna do, accuse me of murder? It's very fun. Was what she was blackmailing you for something that the CIA might be interested in knowing?
Happened a long time ago. I don't know what you're talking about. Immediately clams up. You get the sense that he's not going to tell you what happened. But
and I'm getting a vibe that it was prom specifically.
If it was prom, and it's a big thing because he likes big things.
But if it was him and Aaron, it sounds like it might have been him and Aaron who did something on prom. But she is the CIA. Maybe she can't have. Missing pieces. Okay. Stay in town. Okay. I want to chat with Kyle.
Okay. Kyle here. He's by the DJ. He's ready to see you. What do you need, mate?
Awfully cheerful.
I got the speakers fixed. I am excited about this.
Kyle, what happened to that DVD?
Oh, the DVD. Yeah. I took it out after the principal finished with it, and I tossed it in the trash when I went to the brand room. I figured no one would miss it. Figured it wasn't really something anyone wanted to watch again.
Hold that thought. I run to the band room.
Okay, you run to...
Heel face turn. I Naruto run away from him.
He's very shocked, but you go to the band room, and you find there's a little trash can by the door. You look inside, and you find a slightly cracked DVD with
slightly cracked
2007 memories written on it. You also find a plaque with Homecoming King and Queen on it from 2007.
Okay, and it is Emil and Lilith?
It is Emil and Lilith. In fact, as you're squinting on it, you think you see the slightest stain of reddish brown on the gold. Not a lot, weirdly, but some. It's also wet.
Roll credits.
Boom.
Oh man.
You found almost all the evidence at this point, I promise.
No. I'm not making weird noises because of that. I'm making weird noises because this plaque has so much going into it. It's found in the band room, which we know Kyle went to. But it's a plaque of Lilith and Emil, and Emil was in the principal's office. But it's wet as if it was in the locker room on the other side of the building. But it has blood on it as if it was used to murder someone or being held at the time. Oh my goodness. There are so many. I can't make any easy assumptions of, clearly Kyle threw the... Wait. Was it on top or bottom of the CD?
It was below the CD.
Below the CD. Do we know who when Kyle threw away the DVD?
It would have been after she showed the DVD, but before Lilith left the gym to go, assumedly
to go
paint.
cry.
Well, Lilith.
I'm just joking. To
paint the car, yeah. Why did she paint?
So, and we don't have anyone who saw the principal besides when the body was found. We don't have any sighting of the principal after her speech. Besides me.
If you go back to Kyle and ask him that.
I do that.
Okay, so
I ask him that.
You ask Kyle that, and he says, "Oh yeah, I saw the principal 8:40 or so. She left because someone came in and said her car had been tagged, and so she left. Came back like maybe 7 minutes later, covered in paint, and she was yelling, trying to find Lilith. I did not say a thing."
Did she have a yearbook with her?
She did, actually. Yeah, now that you mention it. One of our old ones. That was a little weird. But, I guess she likes to relive the past or something. As long as she got her bit, she was happy. She left the rest of it to us, which... frustrating, but...
Do you know if she went to the locker rooms?
I don't. I didn't follow her out. I stayed in the gym until the speakers blew, and then I left to find new speakers. So,
Kyle, 2007 prom. What happened?
2007 prom. Look, this gets into Emil and Aaron things. I'm not an expert. I didn't know them real well. I wasn't buddy with them. I mean, I know more about Emil now because he shot off his mouth about how successful and amazing he's been now, and how his big movie deal now is going to make him a millionaire, whatever. But I mean, all I know about that is purely conjecture, really.
But what happened?
I figure it was a prank gone wrong. Like, wrong enough there should have been legal consequences if someone was connected to it sort of wrong. I don't like to spread rumors, and I don't know for sure, but look, if you really want to know what happened, look in the 2007 yearbook.
Pull it out from underneath my arm. Maybe I will.
Okay, so he's standing there kind of nervous. He doesn't like rumors. But as you flip to the page where it says prom on it, you see there's some prom stuff, but the next page is all about a supplies shed fire. So you read about this. There's a photo of a supply shed. It's almost not even there. It's like burned husk. But then there's photos of the surrounding neighborhood. Look, from reading the little blurb, sounds like there was this fire on prom night that destroyed, started in the shed, spread to the surrounding neighborhood, destroyed homes, and even injured some people.
Oh my gosh.
The fire was started in the wee hours after prom. Luckily, no one died. But it was there's a serious investigation. No one could find anything. And in the end, it was just chalked up as a crazy accident. But that never sat right with many people.
I see. Okay. And who was prom king?
Prom king was Emil Gallant.
Why wasn't he wearing his prom king jacket?
You get the sense that this was overshadowed by the prom was overshadowed by the fire, and perhaps people did not really want to remember that, and perhaps he didn't either.
Flip back to homecoming real quick. Is there anything on the yearbook page about homecoming?
Homecoming, you see photos of Emil and Lilith back in the olden days, 10 years ago. Lilith is wearing a quite the ensemble. It's a standout, look at me sort of dress.
Is she wearing the same dress tonight?
It's very similar, actually, oddly enough, as if she's trying to garner that attention again.
Mm-hmm. Is there a page on the track team?
There is. And you can see a lot of the photos are of Sydney. It seems that she had records. She was a rising star in track and field. The last photo is of her crying after the last race.
Oh, what a tearjerker! Do I see any pictures of then teacher coach Coolidge?
Yes.
Looking stern.
Looking during the race photos. Yeah, the Principal Coolidge is like stern. She's like steely-eyed, sunglasses. Looks like no nonsense. During the crying photo, she's in the background. Her face is covered by her clipboard, and her hand is covering her eyes. So it looks, could be a couple of things.
Oh man. For people listening to this, I'm afraid that they're like, it's so obvious. And now I'm just like, I don't know, I'll check in another trash can, I guess. Like, I feel like I'm picking up the final pieces, and I haven't put them together yet, but I feel like I'm just running into the last bits of evidence, and I'm hoping it'll click.
Yeah. So what do you have in terms of evidence at the moment?
I will list it off, but I do want to do a quick meet and greet with actually, while Kyle is here,
yeah,
I just straight up say I have reason to believe that you were paying the principal to keep quiet about something, a blackmail.
Years ago, mate. That's over now. She still occasionally comes into the bakery and demands a free pastry and whatever. At that point, it's old news. Just some embarrassing thing I did in high school. Nothing crazy. Calling it hush money's a bit harsh. It wasn't too much.
Oh, I didn't call it that.
He's calling it that.
So, right. So, if it's not a big deal, what was it?
Oh, look, I might have snuck some friends into the auditorium. We had a bit of a wild party, and I did not know that she was still at the school at the time. But she was, and she said she'd keep quiet about it as long as I paid her a little bit. And I thought, at the time, I was pretty scared because I thought she might call the police. But I paid her a little bit. I said, I'm not doing this anymore. I don't care if you tell anyone. And she said, fine, one final payment, and then you're out. And I said, okay. So, yeah.
Why would you pay the final payment if you said you're not doing this anymore?
Because I come so far, might as well finish it off. And she promised as well to give me the video of my brother.
Tell me more about that.
So, like I said earlier, my brother goes to high school here, and she has a video of him dancing in the locker room, and he does not appreciate that. She's really quite vindictive, honestly. Do not like this place when she was around. But yeah, got the video, and we're good now.
Okay. Thank you, Kyle. All right, Nathan, I'm feeling like we're getting close. I'm feeling like there's maybe a last piece or two, but let's see. Here's some evidence I have. Well, actually, let's talk about one very specific piece of evidence, this plaque.
Mm-hmm.
Who would have taken it off the wall? Possibly the principal. Possibly one of the people pictured in the plaque. Do I have any equipment or anything where I could discern information from the blood on this thing?
You want to do like a DNA test?
No, more like a... Actually, yeah, like that. Like, whose is it? But I'm assuming not.
Okay.
I'm assuming I can't do that.
Well, if you pull out your pocket Watson.
Oh, yeah. Bling, bling.
Yes. So you take the blood and you dab it a little on the screen. Yes.
Blood.
Looks like Grace Coolidge.
I would assume as much. Can Pocket Watson do some fingerprints for me?
A little compartment pulls out, and there's a little dusting kit and whatnot. Yes. So you dust the plaque. You find a lot of smudged fingerprints, not a lot of clear fingerprints. There's one, and it's Principal Coolidge's. It's by the blood spot on the gold part, as if it had been missed.
As if what had been missed?
Everywhere else on the plaque is clean and wet, but it looks like one spot is not.
As if a person held it with their finger into a shower? Or a sink?
Yeah, or something like that, as if it had been washed off, but not completely.
And that fingerprint that is clean is Grace.
Yeah, it's yes, but it also, if you had taken the plaque off the wall, that's where your thumb would be.
Mm-hmm.
So
what are the odds that Grace Coolidge took this plaque and also was the one who washed it off?
Not great.
Not great.
Impossible, because her blood's on it. And the only wound is her head wound.
Okay, so this was almost certainly washed off was washed off after the death to get blood off of it, I assume?
Yes.
It looks like the corner of it is
particularly drenched. Like it was scrubbed. Some of the shear, the veneer is rubbed off on it.
Ooh, it's
a little dented as well.
This is the real murder weapon. Whoa. Okay. So there's definitely someone who's either trying to frame Sydney or just thought they were being clever by grabbing a trophy and throwing it down there.
It does look that way.
Mm-hmm. I didn't look at the material of the trophy. I didn't look for dents. But if I go back and I look at it...
If you go back, the trophy is in a remarkably pristine condition. Like, no chips.
Especially considering it's basically made of aluminum foil.
Yeah, considering the fact, like, it's a hefty base, but, like, if you hit something against something solid, it would there'd be some damage on it, you think.
This plaque matches the wound, yes? The corner of this plaque?
It does. You line it up, it is exactly the wound. Like, the trophy matched a little bit, like there's a corner, but like this is like a puzzle piece.
Who was carrying around a plaque with them? I mean, it's a picture of Emil and Aaron.
Yeah, it was
Sorry.
Lilith.
Emil
Lilith.
and Lilith.
It was hanging in the principal's office.
Correct. All right. Well, that I think makes me even more suspicious of Emil, because then there is no reason, if he has the murderer, wouldn't want to point out, oh yeah, there was a door open in the locker room, because that would encourage me to go there, find that there's no trophy there, and make the connection the trophy was from the room of Sydney. Also, Emil is the person I saw in the principal's room. I don't know why he would have gone back there, besides the fact that maybe he didn't find the CD.
Yeah, and now you have found that DVD.
I have. But I'm not going to listen to that. That'd be boring. No, I'm just joking. There's a crack in it. So does it play?
There is a crack. But, so you go find the TV that they used. Kyle lets you take it backstage. He helps you set it up. And you play the DVD. Woo!
Do you have the DVD prepared for me?
I wish. That would be something else.
That would be pro strats.
I don't know if I could reenact what's on this DVD though. So, main screen of the DVD has again a ship. She really liked this ship. There's a play button.
Are you inviting me to press it?
Press play. So you go through. It's like everyone said. It's a clip show of a whole bunch of embarrassing moments. You find the infamous clip of Sydney tripping and knocking into the other runners. And it goes on even after that. She gets hobbles off the track. She's in tears. You see Principal Coolidge in the background again, face in hands, like, oh no, kind of thing. Maybe it could be remorse, could be oh no, could be panic, could be disappointment. As the DVD goes along, it's skipping. It's being weird because there's a crack in it. It skips once or twice. Glitches, screen goes to black, screen opens again, and you can see there's 7 dashes.
Illinois.
Type in Illinois. Cool. The screen goes to black again, and then it flickers, and you're somewhere at night. There's a street lamp in the distance, and you can just barely see what looks like a tool shed sitting there. This camera angle's kind of shaky. Think like it's like a home video kind of camera. It's not great quality, but as the camera zooms in on the shed, you see flickering in the tool shed, like something's flashing, and then whoom, the entire shed roof is engulfed in flames. And you see the door push open and a figure streak across the lawn into the woods, very clearly wearing a Letterman jacket.
Is this individual with is Emil with Aaron?
Oh, it is. No, he's alone. As the clip continues, the fire spreads into the trees and then hops over to the line of houses behind it.
And as far as I know, this was not shown.
This was not shown. Looked like this was some secret portion of the DVD.
Emil paid $250, and this feels like the thing. You know, this is the prom catastrophe that he was paying the principal for, which is a pretty good motive for murder. But he did say he paid his last payment. But also, I don't have any verification of that. The person who would have confirmed if it was last payment is dead. He was also the one in the locker room. Oh, man. Okay. I need to talk to Aaron.
Okay.
Actually, real quick, I'm just going to bump shoulders into Sydney and say, hey, does Emil have feelings for you?
Maybe once upon a time. We were a thing occasionally when he wasn't with Lilith, he was with me. But after the track incident, that was right before prom.
Oh yeah, we already talked about this a little bit.
He was doing his own thing. So and then he
I think I know what that means now.
left Hollywood and didn't look back until he came back and started shooting off his mouth about his big
Yep.
deal.
I feel you. Okay, I'm gonna pat her on the shoulder and go over to Aaron.
Okay.
Aaron, I hear a lot of people talk about what you and Emil would do together.
Yes.
Pranks and such. Did you ever find yourself on the receiving end of blackmail from Principal Coolidge?
I did not.
Did you, were you with Emil on the night of prom?
She puts her head in her hands and rubs her temples. It looks just very tired. Like, not this. Look, Emil had an idea for a crazy last prank. I wasn't interested. I told him no.
Would implicating Emil for the catastrophe that occurred that night, the fire, would that be something the CIA would have been interested in?
No, I think she was more interested in my reaction. She might have had other information on students that she wanted to... She thought maybe was valuable. Maybe she caught a couple kids selling drugs or something like that. I don't know.
Well, it sounds like you might already have a suspicion of what happened that night.
Which night? Prom night?
Mm-hmm.
I suspect Emil was involved with what happened. I also suspect that the principal knew, and the principal suspected that I was probably involved as well.
Because everyone talks about you guys being together. So you think that the principal was not interested in selling information. She was interested in you buying her silence.
Yeah. Hence why I've tried to distance myself from this school for the past 10 years.
All right. Well, Nathan, do I have enough for a denouement?
I think you can do a denouement. I can help guide as
yes,
needed.
yes, please. I think I'm gonna open up Pocket Watson real quick and say, "Hey, buddy, friend."
Yes.
Are there any questions I just really need to ask someone right now?
Well.
I have suspicions.
I think you have strong suspicions. Just figuring out why now, but I think you have all the information you need to start making all the connections. If you'd like, you can keep me open, and I can hum and haw along affirmatively.
I'm gonna shut him and be like, no,
do this alone.
No, Nathan can do that, non-diegetically. I didn't talk very much to Lilith, but I feel like I got most of what I needed from her. Someone was seen in a hat. Is that a thing I need to worry about?
Oh, that was Sydney saw someone with a hat in the parking lot.
It could have been Lilith?
It could have been
in the parking lot. So Lilith is fashionable, and Lilith also was in the parking lot.
In fact, if you look at the old Homecoming King Queen, she's wearing a hat in that, and it's a large hat.
So she really is going for that 2007 style.
Yeah, that's an interesting point. She seems very obsessed with the attention.
Do you could Lilith possibly be pining for Kyle? Bygone days.
That is a strong possibility.
I don't think I need to know that specifically for this. No. I'm going to go into the gymnasium, and I'm gonna go up to the DJ and say, "Play this track," and I give him I have him play a detective denouement track.
Ooh, okay.
Whatever that may be. And once he does, and everyone turns and wonders what's going on, I say, "There has been a murder!"
Shock, gas, someone drops a punch cup, someone else flips the table with all the drinks. It's chaos. It's pandemonium.
I regret the decision immediately, wonder why I did it, walk back out of the gymnasium, and gather just the 5 students that I need to talk to.
Kyle is in shock. He's like, "Oh my gosh, my life is ruined. The party
I shrug.
is ruined." Lilith is like kind of like half hysterical, like that was insane. But also, I did spend a lot of time on these decorations. But also, that was pretty wild.
I regret my choices. I see if I can get all 5 of them to meet me in the library.
Okay, you gather them around in the library. They all gather there, waiting nervously.
I twirl my mustache. I have a mustache. It's canonical.
Ooh, I like it.
I say, one of you killed Principal Coolidge.
What? Gasps, rejections. No, never. How could you, mate? What are you talking about?
Okay, so a while back, the principal found a note saying something, hate you. And we can see here from her yearbook that she had a suspicion that one of you sent her something important. Not important. Probably the thing I was talking about.
Sydney turns beet red.
And I glance over to her and I say, little did she know that someone else, not the one who wrote that note, had it in for her.
Dun, dun, dun.
Rather than try to like put together a story, Oh man, denouements are hard. Basically, I hold up the DVD. I say, on this DVD is not only the most embarrassing. I assume that Emil is pretty shocked that I have it.
He is like crap. is like, yes,
yeah,
that is the face.
I hold up the DVD and I say, on this disc is not only some of the greatest hits of the most embarrassing moments of students of 2007. There's also footage of the individual who started the fire on... side note, was the theme of the prom, like, we didn't start the fire?
That can be canon, yes.
Okay, good. On the night of fire, ironically, we have evidence here that of who started that fire. That individual not only knew that she had evidence, they were paying for her silence. I assume for this thing. Knowing that she was in dire straits and searching for more money, I guess this is the last thing I don't know. I guess I'm really stumbling over my words here, but I turn to Emil and I say, you are the only one who has the motive and does not have a firm alibi for the time of the crime. And also, I hold up the murder weapon.
The true murder weapon?
The true murder weapon.
Where did you find that?
I say, this... Man, this is so hard. I want to be all like confident and suave, but I ain't got nothing.
That's okay.
Basically, I say, Emil, I think that you did it.
He blusters. He is very shaken, but he does come back with, but wow, this is the last payment. Why would I do it now?
I can't verify that was the last payment. I don't see why she would have decided it was the last payment. She was in financial trouble. There was no reason for her to stop. In fact, she was in the process of beginning to blackmail Erin as well, asking her for a meeting, specifically to offer her information. Erin believes that she thought she could have dirt on Erin by knowing about this incident. Isn't that right, Erin?
That's correct. She verifies that. Sydney pipes up as well and is like, she was in dire financial straits, but so she needed money. And that's when Kyle pipes up, the winged flame, eh? The new movie deal.
So, Emil, you have a really exciting deal coming up. You're about to run into a good amount of dough yourself. And not a lot of people seem aware of it because you seem to like to talk about it.
That's right. She was in the room. She was there. Kyle says of the principal.
Yes, please do tell. This is a thing that I know already, but tell everyone else.
Right. That's it. That's right. Emil is like grumbling at this point. He rips off his jacket, throws it on the ground. All right. So I killed her. But you know what? No one's going to miss her.
I start cheering. Yep. We all know that murder is completely justifiable when the person is, according to one person, a bad person. Hooray!
Exactly. Do you know how many people she blackmailed at one point or another? Take a look. And he like grabs the yearbook from you and like starts flipping through it, thrusts it at your hands. As your hands grab it, you hear a loud, staticky sound come over the speakers. You're blinking in and out. The room starts to spin. Eyes roll back, and it's black. You blink once, twice. You're on the floor of the yearbook exhibit, the yearbook in your hand. No longer is the stain so spread. It's only just this tiny dab in the corner. You can still see the words "Who Sent It." You can also see underlined the 5 names, and then also other names with blackmail reasons. So Emil's has promised underneath his name now.
And underneath some of the others are other reasons that I might recognize.
Yep, so you see it.
Blackmail book.
A whole blackmail yearbook. As you stumble up, you put the yearbook back on the pedestal and jump as the voice of the curator comes in the room from behind you. Congratulations. What a exciting conclusion that was. I do hope you'll join us again. Grins his...
Aurelius. What happens now? Are those people real?
Excellent questions. I do like an inquiring mind. You'll have to find out. Perhaps you are the one. He smiles.
A message from the curator. A tape full of flames, gainful until a reunion proclaims that secrets can kill.